Well, here we are at the A65 at Lupton. Glorious day. Look at this. Look at that. Beautiful. And then we're near to Barden biomass fuel plant, which is down there on the A65, which is a very noisy, busy road. And we're heading somewhere that Bob's going to tell us about because he's leader today. So good morning, Bob.
Good morning, a lovely morning.
Beautiful.
Today's walks are through farmland. It's 6.5 miles, last done in 2016. 800 miles of climbing.
800 miles of climbing?
Yes. 800 feet. Sorry. Too much excitement. So we're on the main road here and we are going down to Fleet and round through the fields, past dairy farms, in a circle to end up back where we started.
So, it should be a good day. There's 8 of us out and I think we're ready to go. I'm going to set off walking, as you can see, along the A65. Horrible road this. Traffic comes firing across here from Yorkshire on its way to the lakes. It's an old style A road, never been much improved. Certainly not between here and Kirby Lonsdale, and it's a speeder's charter almost. But hopefully we're going to get off it and, like Bob says, get across some farmland and onto some grass. So with Bob as our leader today, he's filling us in on his other hobby, which is dry stone wall. And he's saying this was a dry stone wall. You can see the old part there covered in moss and horrible things. And then coming across to this pole, see where a new part starts. And this was a dry stone walling competition. 50 years of dry stone walling. So we'll be getting plenty of updates like that from Bob today, hopefully. So here's my claim to fame now. These are the Christmas trees that I, together with other people, or just a few of them, brought up from the area around here on behalf of St John's Hospice. And these are all going to be made into biofuel. We go around and collect them at the end of Christmas. Various houses, businesses, whatever. They eventually end up here. There was a lot at back at the hospice itself where they are shredded, pulped, but there's some come up here because this is where they all end up. And now we're playing poo sticks. Poo sticks on the little bridge here. Lupton Beck. This has just come out there. Lovely. Oh, lovely day. Very cold. It's been very wet, as you can see down the lane here with the path there. I just had to do a little bit of wading, but it's a gorgeous day. Absolutely spanking. And a little bit of snow still stuck on the trees in the bank. This is Lupton Hall, so I'm guessing Lupton Hall Farm. We've come off the mud and the wet and everything. We've just walked over the other side of that little ridge there, coming down this track now, heading back. Now we're heading sort of roughly south, back down towards the A65, and then we're going to cross that and head up towards Farleton Fell. Well, you could hear them before you could see them, but they're up in the trees there. Lots of starlings, twittering away. Or do they murmur? Because they are a murmuration, aren't they? But they're up there. That's where all the noise was coming from. So this is All Saints Lupton, and then just to the right behind the tree there is the old school.
Excuse me.
I'm guessing they're shut down now.
Yes.
We're just stopping here by the church. Just going to have a break, and the brew burner's gone into the church to have a look round. Just have a look at some of the horizon. I think we're getting over towards Whernside that way. We're coming across to our old friend. It is Table Mountain, North Yorkshire. And then we're just coming right round. Right the way around here now. And we're heading up that way, I think, towards Hutton Roof. The A65 is down at the bottom here, behind this tree. I come round on the hedge, you can probably see a bit of traffic going along there. Just that bit. Yeah, there's a car just gone through there. And then this is Farleton Fell over here. But I think we're heading sort of down that way and then up the hill, turning left and east and back up towards Hutton Roof, and then back down to the cars. And across the 65, and we're coming along this horrible little path, really. Very difficult because the sun's blinding us. It's sticky underfoot and soil and loads of dead and old wood. It is a footpath, but it's not well used. And we're heading over towards the fell there, where all the allocated fields are. We'll have to switch off now, or else I'll be tripping up. It's very difficult walking on here. And at the end of the pane, we've come to the end of this little lane, and it's suddenly opened up on a little lane here. And there's Lupton Beck, and we think this is part of the old mill down the bottom here. We're going to go up that lane there, and then up the hill, and carry on up there towards Hutton Roof. But this is part of Lupton Mill. And we're just saying that Lupton was probably quite a big place, you know, comparatively speaking. It had a church, it had a mill, it had a school. I know that's the mill just coming into view there. You can just see it, that's the old mill. We've walked here before, but we've not come at it from this angle.
Where the mill might have been, haven't we, here?
So here's just a little view for us. Coming over, we've come the other side of the main road that you can see there with the cars going along it. This is I'm guessing, the Plough at Lupton, the pub and the hotel. We've come over the back of there, and across this only can be described as marsh, because that's exactly what it is from the farm there. And we're now heading up the hill, and I think we're heading up towards Hutton Roof this way. Well, we've come up from the main road, a bit of up and down across the marsh, across some fields, and we're just starting a little bit of an ascent now over this. We've had a series of styles, some doubles and some singles and whatever, some with barbed wire on the top, thank you farmer, and we're just heading in this general direction, I think, towards the sun for now. It's alright. There we go. So here we are. Get the shadow out of the way. Pickle Farm, self-catering cottage and barn, which is that building down there. And we've just come across the side there. And I think that again The white building, I think, is the Plough at Lupton, the pub. It's certainly in the right area. And we've come across the tops there, across from that side, and we're heading now sort of southish towards Hutton Roof. So this is Hutton Roof and the church at Hutton Roof. Story, we've told it many times. There's a memorial in the churchyard there, if ever you're up this way, to the rector, vicar, pastor, whatever you want to call him, who was a VC during the wars. And there's a memorial to him and a couple of other people from the village in there, just at this end of the churchyard as you come along. So we're looking across now to the lakes. And we're at, this is where we've had lunch, at Hutton Roof Community Hall. And these are the remnants now, I'm guessing. These are the people that are left over. There's the 8 of us still walking away. We're about 2/3 of the way around, and we'll be heading off shortly. So once again, we're stuck with these horrible views of everywhere around here. Yorkshire Dales, beautiful. Over towards Whernside and west of Whernside. Ingleborough's over the top of here. We've had lunch and we're heading east now, I think. Eastish. And this is what makes it all worthwhile. You can, just between blue and orange anorak, you can just about see Ingleborough. And then I'm just going to swing it around. And look at this. This is what makes our walks worthwhile. Look at this. Absolutely glorious. Going across the eastern lakes all the way around. And then this is Farleton Fell. It's beautiful. What a reward for a beautiful day. Wonderful. So we're back on a bit of squelch, but at least it's grass, at least it's meadow. There you go, going over to the lakes again there. It's going over to Scarfell and Scarfell Pike and the Langdales. Beautiful, beautiful day. Really, really pleasure to be out today. I'm just hiking over these last bits of fields now and heading back towards the A65 and the cars. You come along this area here from across over there, heading back to, and now it's 2 o'clock and just having a last stop before we drop down behind those 2 trees behind Peter and back down towards the cars on the main road. Just to finish us off, we're just going down what would be a delightful nettle lane in summer, and which is a wet through, boggy, soggy, brambly lane in winter and spring. So we're heading down. I think the main road is down there somewhere. Can't see it too well at the minute. With all this slush underfoot as well. So I think there'll be a bit of boot cleaning needing doing over the next few days. Next week we're up Sedbergh way, I think, on the A685. So we'll see you then. If I can just negotiate this bit. There you go, just done what Eddie showed me. See you next week.